In this tutorial we'll look at the basic structure and something of the function of lipid molecules as one of the four key biomolecules that are involved in life. All lipids are composed of just three different kinds of atoms, and they are carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. The way these atoms are arranged, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, is different though in lipids to the way they're arranged in carbohydrates. So although there's the same three atoms involved in both different biomolecules, their arrangement gives them a different structure and then a different function. The three key groups of lipids that we'd be interested in talking about are the triglycerides, which involve a glycerol head and then three fatty acid chains; phospholipids, which we've talked a lot about in this course, and we'll talk about their function in just a moment, with your glycerol head, your phosphate group and two fatty acid chains; and steroid molecules, which play a variety of roles. In this table here we can see a nice summary of these three different types of lipids. So your triglycerides make up your fats and oils, fats tending to be more solid lipids, oils being liquid lipids, made up of one glycerol plus three fatty acid chains, and their primary function is to be a storage molecule for energy, and they're very, very high energy storage molecules, and they can actually have their this energy converted into ATP via respiration once glucose is used up. The second group, the phospholipids, made up of one glycerol and two fatty acid chains plus a phosphate molecule, of course make up the bilipid layer of a cell membrane, and also act as a precursor to making various neurotransmitter molecules. The third group, the steroids, which includes cholesterol. Don't need to worry too much about the chemical composition, but we've talked about the role of steroids. The cholesterol plays a critical role in the permeability of the membrane, helping to make it more or less permeable depending on how much cholesterol is present. And steroids also play a role, of course, in acting as some of the key hormones in the body, such as testosterone. To have a quick look at some of the different steroid structures, you don't need to be familiar with these basic structures, except to realise that they're different from the triglyceride and phospholipid structure. But what's interesting, of course, to see is that each of these molecules is only composed of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, but it's the arrangement of these molecules that gives the different function to these steroids. So you can see that you've got a basic steroid structure, you've got a slight variation which gives you cholesterol, and then you've got slightly other variations that give you hormonal structures. You can see estradiol. This one here is a mammalian female sex hormone, and of course testosterone is the key male sex hormone. We'll just finish this very quick tutorial just to look at the general role and applications of the lipids in life, and this diagram sums it up rather nicely. We can find the various lipids that we need for our daily living in the various foods we eat, in oils that are extracted from plants. We find oils in fruits and nuts and dairy products and eggs and meat. Various applications, we can use lipids in medicines and cosmetics. We can, of course, we've come across it extensively in biology, in the role they play in cell structure, in the various metabolism of lipids, particularly related to the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. They play a critical role, of course, in compartmentalizing cells because of their ability to form membranes, plasma membranes, we can see they play a role. The fats that build up in our body can form layers around our organs to provide some kind of protection. So they play a critical role in many areas of life.